Welcome back to English for Food and Culture, where we explore how food can bridge cultures. Today, we're diving into the art of inviting someone to eat with you.
That's right. An invitation can be as simple as asking, "Do you want to grab lunch?" This phrase is casual and works well among friends or co-workers.
Exactly. It's interesting how such a simple question can start a meaningful connection. Have you ever experienced a memorable dining invitation?
Oh, yes. I remember a time when a colleague invited me to a sushi place. It turned out to be a fantastic chance to bond over shared interests.
But what if someone is hesitant to accept? How do you ensure the invitation feels welcoming and not imposing?
Well, using phrases like, "Would you like to eat out?" provides a gentle nudge without pressure, and offering flexibility with timing can also help.
Some might argue that such casual invitations lack sincerity. How would you respond to that?
I see their point, but I believe the sincerity lies in the intention and follow-up. A heartfelt, "It would be nice to catch up," can make all the difference.
Now, let's explore how to gracefully accept or decline an invitation. David, any tips on handling this with poise?
Certainly, always start by thanking the person. You might say, "Thanks for inviting me," which sets a warm tone.
Great advice. But what if you're genuinely busy? How can you refuse without offending?
In such cases, a polite, "I'd love to, but I have other plans," followed by suggesting another time, keeps the door open.
Some people might argue that suggesting another time is unnecessary. What do you think?
I understand that perspective, but suggesting an alternative shows genuine interest, ensuring the other person feels valued.
Absolutely. Are there cultural nuances to consider when refusing an invitation?
Yes, in many cultures, a soft refusal with a smile can convey respect and appreciation, even if you're saying no.
Inviting someone home for a meal can be a special gesture. How do you extend such an invitation warmly?
You might say, "I'm cooking dinner this weekend. Would you like to come over?" It's direct, yet inviting.
That sounds lovely. Have you ever hosted a meal that led to a memorable experience?
Indeed, I once cooked my family's special noodle soup. The evening was filled with laughter and stories, forging a deeper friendship.
But what if the guest feels obliged to bring something? How do you handle that?
Acknowledging their gesture is key. You could say, "Just yourself and your appetite," but if they insist, suggest a small item like dessert.
Some argue that asking guests to bring something might seem demanding. What's your take on that?
I agree it can be tricky. It's about balance. Offering the option shows you're considerate, not demanding.
Let's delve into the cultural aspect. Is it customary to bring gifts when visiting someone's home?
In many English-speaking cultures, it's polite to bring a small gift, like flowers or a drink, as a token of appreciation.
That's interesting. Have you ever received a gift that stood out during such visits?
Yes, once a guest brought a homemade dessert. It added a personal touch that made the gathering feel special.
However, some might see gift giving as an unnecessary formality. How do you view this?
While I understand that viewpoint, I see it as a gesture of goodwill, enhancing the hospitality experience.
So, how can someone navigate gift giving if they're unsure of the host's preferences?
A safe bet is a neutral item like a bottle of wine or a box of chocolates. It's thoughtful without being too personal.
Let's get into some practical role playing. How would you initiate an invitation to a casual lunch?
I'd start with, "Do you want to have lunch together?" It's friendly and straightforward.
Good start. What if you need to decline an invite without seeming uninterested?
You could say, "Thanks, but I'm busy today. How about another time?" This keeps the conversation open.
Some people might find role-playing unnecessary. What's your take on its effectiveness?
While it might feel awkward at first, role-playing builds confidence, ensuring smooth real-life interactions.
How can someone practice these conversations if they're feeling shy?
Start with a friend or family member. It's a low-pressure way to build your skills before reaching out to new acquaintances.
In closing, how does sharing food foster deeper friendships?
Food acts as a universal language. Sharing a meal creates a space for stories, laughter, and connections.
Absolutely. Can you recall a moment where a shared meal strengthened a friendship?
Certainly, a simple coffee meeting once turned into a long-lasting friendship thanks to the conversations it sparked.
Some might argue that food isn't necessary for building friendships. How would you counter that?
True, but food offers a unique backdrop for interaction, breaking down barriers and encouraging open dialogue.
Looking ahead, how can our listeners use food to connect with others?
I'd say start small. Invite someone for coffee or lunch and let the shared experience unfold naturally.
All right, that's all for this episode. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.